On the 5th of April 1968, 4 RAF Hakwer Hunter Mark 9s of 1 squadron departed RAF Tangmere on a routine repositioning flight up to RAF West Raynham in Norfolk. While this flight was standard, it did take them directly over central London, an important point that allowed a routine flight to turn into an incredible feat. Flight Lieutenant Alan Pollock was first to take off in the formation of 4 from RAF Tangmere, a superb pilot who had turned a boyhood dream into reality, a prize-winner graduate from RAF College Cranwell, and one of the 3 pre-formation founders of the esteemed Red Arrows. His flying career was outstanding, but Flight Lieutenant Pollock had a bitterness for something within him. He was witnessing a transformation into decline of his beloved Royal Air Force. A lack of funding and indeed a lack of care for something he very much loved, and with the Royal Air Force's 50th anniversary coming up, and with a distinctive lack of celebrations planned, he was going to use today's routine flight as a unique opportunity to highlight these issues. Shortly after takeoff, Pollock separated from the rest of the formation, citing radio issues. Of course, these issues were phony, but Pollock was set on his plan. He commenced low altitude flying, something he was more than capable of, first buzzing Dunsfold Aerodrome, home of his plane's manufacturer, Hawker, before heading north towards London. Low enough to evade airliners on the glide slope into Heathrow Airport, Pollock was now tracking along the Great River Thames. Armed with the river and a brief pre-flight look of an AA road atlas, Pollock came within metres of the water, navigating throughout London, getting close to some of London's most historic landmarks, and before long he was right next to the Houses of Parliament. A perfect opportunity, he thought, to politely remind the politicians inside of the importance of the RAF. Pollock orbited around closely to the Houses of Parliament 3 times in fact, paying particular attention to avoid nearby Buckingham Palace and distressing Her Majesty. He had made his mark, or so he hoped, but there was a new target in sight, Tower Bridge. Upon waving his wings to the Royal Air Force Memorial, Pollock adjusted his course to line up with Tower Bridge, and then flew perfectly through it, at a very good speed. This made him the 5th pilot to ever complete this feat, and the only ever jet pilot. While no photos were taken, this, of course, caused a frenzy in the media, and with that, the British public. Almost satisfied with his work, Flight Lieutenant Pollock departed London and headed up the East Anglian coast towards his intended destination. Of course, the opportunity to low fly past some en route airfields could not be missed, with the Royal Air Force's Watersham and Marham Airfield receiving this special treatment, as well as with United States Air Force Lakenheath also getting buzzed, to show the Americans how it really is done. Running low on fuel now, Pollock safely landed his plane at the Norfolk Air Base of RAF West Raynham. He was arrested within the hour. Flight Lieutenant Pollock escaped court-martial and was medically discharged from the RAF with little to no punishment aside from that. He had successfully embarrassed the top brass and the top politicians, and at the very least provided a fitting flypast to celebrate 50 years of his beloved Royal Air Force. His unauthorised flying was dangerous, undeniably, but the pilot was evidently competent enough to get the job done and get it done well. In my opinion, he is a true aviation legend. What do you think? Hi there, if you enjoyed this video, something a bit different, be sure you leave your thoughts down below. It was really fun to make this real life story in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and if you did enjoy it, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. I've been Brandon from the Pilot Stud channel. I'll see you all around. Bye bye.